Welcome to another episode of Unqualified Uprising. Tonight, we start the war on woke. Join the Unqualified Uprising Army. It's time. They're destroying everything we all grew up with. They're taking things that don't even need remakes or remasters or redos. It's over. I'm tired of it. That and more on this episode of Unqualified Uprising. I am your host, Mike. I have my senior co-host, my senior analyst over to my left, Joe.
Hi.
Hi, that's what.
Oh, hi, it's Joe.
Yes, hi. Hello, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing good.
And producer Adam.
Hey.
Hey. Tom, you got any words to say?
It's awful quiet.
He is awful quiet. No, Tom is sick, so Tom is not joining us tonight, but he will be with us on Saturday. He's a little bit under the weather. Now, like I said, the war on woke. I can't do much, but I can at least do this. So you're kind of looking at me puzzled. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about Bud Light. I'm not talking about any of that shit. I'm talking about video games, movies, TV shows. It's getting out of hand. Do you have any feelings on this, Joe, with the total just lack of any kind of, everything has to be diverse, everything has to be woke, everything has to be colorblind, there has to be every race in everything, everybody's equal, blah, blah, blah. What's your feelings on that?
I believe it to be something where they're going after certain generations, like the young generation, and they ended up, they're trying to get their movies popular with the young people, and they don't care as much about the older people. It's a generation thing. It has to do with culture, and the fact that the new culture is the woke culture, and that's why they're doing it.
The new culture is the woke culture. That's
the people coming up from that are 18, 19, 20. A lot of them are really woke because they were brought up in school. They having sex changes when they were in kindergarten, having their nuts cut off.
Okay.
I mean, in California.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah. Well, they're doing it. They asked a 3-year-old in California what gender he was. It was a boy. They asked him at the doctor's office.
What'd he say?
He couldn't say anything. He wasn't even used to the question. And his father piped in, and then the doctor yelled at him. He said, "I was asking your kid." So, I mean, and that's what goes on in these blue states.
Oh, okay. Well, what movie or TV show or comic book or video game was that in? Because I don't remember any.
No, it wasn't. But that's why you.
That's awful.
Oh, okay.
Joe, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about Marvel Comics, Star Wars, and video games.
Do you have any specifics that you know off the top of your head?
No, I know you and Adam can have a good conversation.
And that's funny because you've been with us to many of the situations that I'm about to speak about.
The only thing I could think of is with the Doctor Strange movies where they were in like different metaverses or something. The last one that I saw, I don't know what it did to me psychologically, but I felt when I left the movie like I was I wasn't sure what world I was actually in, because they kept changing metaverses, and it was just these movies are so weird anyway that when they put wokeness in it, it makes it even worse,
That was
I don't think
that was a terrible answer to whatever I just. What did the question I asked you? That was horrible. That's a horrible answer.
But I remember the last.
I'm confused by that answer you
What
just gave
what
me.
what universe are
What are
we
you
in?
talking about?
The way the metaverse kept
You mean
changing.
you mean the
multi-
multiverse?
The multiverse?
first-
They're trying to do. Do you realize that?
okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause you right there because
Yeah.
when Doctor Strange was running through the portals, I didn't see the abortion or sex change portal. I don't remember that. I don't remember that scene.
They don't. They don't
so
have it.
what
yeah.
you're talking about is like some kind of delusion. That movie made you delusional when you walked out of the theater, like you didn't know where you were.
Yeah. Well, it was. They.
Oh, man.
They kept throwing us into different.
Multiverses.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do. That's actually the way they
That's
want.
the plan.
but-
That's Kamala's plan.
Well,
Send
going
us
into the multiverse.
No, but like Meta, the company, Facebook, Meta, they
What?
changed
What's
to
that?
Meta. Yeah, that company wants to set it up where you're always in a universe and you're connected like to a computer all the time. That's what that is.
Okay, have you seen that fucking weirdo's metaverse where he walks around, his arms don't fucking work? That guy is a screwball. Look at him. His eyes are all
Yeah,
bugged out of his
but
head.
they
He
want to
looks like
do
a
that
fucking
for
robot.
everybody.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Facebook wants to hook me up to a computer.
Well, I'm saying Facebook wants you to be like in a virtual world. That's what the metaverse is.
What,
Yeah,
like
but-
that Second Life game that came out with like 20 years ago?
Nah,
yeah,
like Player
and they're
One,
talking
Ready
about
Player One.
this
Oh.
is just so you know, they're talking about putting like in the world. They're talking about having real estate where you could buy it's actually virtual. It's fake real estate.
Then what? Are you, then
where
what?
they're trying
What?
to get
Then
the
what good is that?
celebrities
That
to
makes
invest.
no sense. Why would you buy fake real estate? They have no
Hey, I'm just
concrete
saying
value
what
of
hurts.
anything.
Okay, listen.
We got
Yeah.
off topic here.
Okay, no.
But that, you gotta. That's why you and Mike gotta talk.
No.
You know about the video games.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're both you're right and he's wrong, but you're also wrong and he's also wrong. He's wrong twice and you're wrong once, but right once. So you're right with the talking about people are trying to sell virtual real estate.
Yes.
You're wrong with the fact that it's been going on for many, many, many years. And there's actually corporations that get together. I can't remember the name of the game, but they build ships, they build whole ecosystems, they build super cities, and you can buy them for millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's
And he's wrong because he said nobody would pay for it. But there's a lot of fucking people
lot
that
of
pay for it.
celebrities
that have a
It
lot of
ain't just
money.
celebrities.
I said
know
I
guys
didn't, I
that
didn't
play
say
that
no
shit.
one would pay for it. I said, why would you pay for something you can't you don't tangibly have?
That is the same thing that I thought until I watched this documentary where a guy bought like a space nightclub where people can hang out virtually, and he made like a quadrillion fucking dollars. So
Is this real money or
this
NFT
is real
money?
not FXT money or
I said NFT money.
not NFT money, not fake, not Joe Bucks, not Joe Ultra Bucks, not Joe Ultra Bucks. But yes,
Jobs.
we really got off topic here.
Yeah.
But Joe, you've been to many woke movies. You just don't know it.
Well, the Indiana Jones movie was pretty woke.
Which one?
We didn't see
I didn't
Indiana
watch
Jones
that
with you.
one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch.
Oh,
the
I
new
didn't
one.
see that one. I didn't see the one with the girl. I refused to watch it. But yes, that is a very. Did you see it?
Yeah.
When did you see it?
When it was out in the theaters.
Well, where was I?
I think I went with my family, and it was actually pretty cool.
Well, where was I?
I don't remember. I don't think you went to see it.
Why didn't you text me?
You're right. I should have.
You should have
Why
took
didn't you
pictures in
call
the
me?
theater.
Why didn't you take
Well,
a
I
live-
didn't think you were going to want to go to that movie. I don't. You don't. I don't know how interested you are in Harrison Ford.
Are you okay? We don't have video yet. Video coming soon. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Unqualified Uprising. But I'm gonna level with you right now, Joe. Within 3 feet of you, maybe within 6 feet of you are about 8 things with Harrison Ford's likeness on them. Let's see. There's the Millennium Falcon up there somewhere. There's a pop of Han Solo up there somewhere. There's the Death Star with Han Solo in there. There's Jabba the Hutt and Leia chilling.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know you were into Harrison.
Joe, everything down here is Star Wars. Look at all the Star Wars shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, we went and saw Star Wars, all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
remember
fell
what-
asleep in it.
I don't remember. Look,
Okay.
I really don't remember the wokeness in any of the Star Wars movies. I don't keep up with Star Wars.
Okay, so you know what? This
I
is
think it's
really
a-
broken. This is really gone down the
It's
toilet
a-
real quick.
No, but
listen.
I think it's a podcast you and Adam have to have.
Listen, this is, but you are here,
And then
to
I'll
inter-
insert, I'll do
You-
like the commentary.
Oh man, Joe, you are a delight. You
But
are
I want to
absolute-
learn about this.
Joe.
So, yeah.
Okay,
He's trying to explain
Joe,
it to
I'm
you.
trying to explain a situation that you were involved in. It's nothing you have to learn. You did it.
okay.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so you, myself, and Adam were going to see The Force Awakens at Crossgates. Remember, we met John there.
Yeah.
Was this? That wasn't the Pizzeria Uno night, was
Yes,
it?
it was.
Okay, so that was the night that none of us had money. You had
Yeah.
zero money. Adam and me had like $20, and we went to Pizzeria Uno. Do you remember this?
I do.
Okay. Do you remember what you did? Don't say what you did, but do you remember what you did?
No.
Okay. Okay. So we're sitting at Pizzeria Uno, and we're sitting at one of the tables that are on the outside of, like, you sit where people are walking by you and shit. So we're sitting there, and the waitress comes over and asks for our order, and we already told you that we're paying for you. Don't worry about it. And I order a Diet Pepsi. Adam orders a Diet Pepsi, and you immediately start screaming margarita at the woman. Do you remember this? You're like, margarita.
No,
bring me
I
a
really
margarita.
don't remember it. I don't
Margarita.
remember.
I want a margarita.
We gotta-
I want a
Margarita.
Man, this
Margarita.
podcast, we got to redo this.
Why?
Because we're way off topic.
No, this is on topic. What do you mean?
Okay.
This is on point.
This is all on point. Joe, when I take a drink, you're supposed to say something. You're not supposed to take a drink when I'm taking a drink.
Well, I'm going to take a
Oh,
drink, too.
okay.
What, are we all taking drinks in unison? This is...
Tom, take a
Yeah,
drink.
Yeah, Tom, take a drink.
Yeah, Disney. Lots of people have not gone to the park because they're tired of the wokeness. They were gonna do something with Mickey Mouse where they were gonna make it like a trans thing, and they were concerned about. Everyone was concerned about it, and
Who's everyone?
the people would going to Disney. That's why they stopped going.
Okay, trust me. Everyone's going to be thankful that I cut that off right there. Now,
Okay.
back to you and back to The Force Awakens. So after your margarita spree at Pizzeria Uno, we stumble into The Force Awakens. Okay?
Yeah.
So the movie's going on. One of the big issues with The Force Awakens was Rey. Rey is the main character of The Force Awakens, the girl. People aren't upset that she was a girl. Nobody gives a shit. Princess Leia is obviously a girl. There's a lot of girls in Star Wars that are fucking awesome. We were upset because she was good at everything at all times. It was insane. But to get to you, we go into Star Wars and it's about to start. And you stand up and you start talking. Do you remember this?
I don't remember.
Okay,
it, no.
so the Star Wars shit just came on the screen, and the music starts going, and you immediately stand up right in front of me like a fucking giant wall, and start talking to me about something, like telling me what you're gonna do. But it's a full on conversation, and I tell
How many
you,
years ago was this?
8 years ago.
8 years ago,
Oh, okay.
I promptly told you to get the fuck out of the way, and you did your patented move where you walk down the stairs, go out, and do whatever you do, and then come in the other way of the theater. You always do that. If there's two entrances at a theater, you're going in both of them for some reason. You go out one and you come in the other like a pinball machine. I don't understand you. So you came back with a giant vat of popcorn. Do you remember this?
That sounds like me. I don't remember any of this. I really don't. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
I used to have a good memory.
You don't have to apologize at all. I'm sorry this divulges. This totally went into a Joe story, but it is what it is. So after you chowed down the popcorn, I don't even think she was off Jakku yet, or whatever planet she was on. Ray Palpatine
Yep.
Yeah, Ray Palpatine.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I don't know what planet she was on, but about the time you got done scooping that popcorn out and there was nothing left but the kernels, the Millennium Falcon took off. And I remember how happy I was. And it was so awesome. And they were racing through a fucking Star Destroyer. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, you don't remember any of this. And I'll tell you why. Do you know why?
No.
Okay. Okay. So as soon as that last piece of popcorn hit your tongue, you immediately passed completely out in the theater, head back, fucking doing your sleep apnea dance, fucking gurgling.
Oh,
The theater was so fucking loud. It was like it's the loudest part of the loudest movie in history, and you were fast
out.
asleep like baby Huey, fucking sitting there. And I just remember, I was trying to watch that fucking Millennium
that
Falcon
sounds
chase.
like me back then. I was a wreck back then.
I wanted to fucking strangle you so bad.
Yeah, that was
Ugh.
that was the time when I was
You were really heavy. You were really heavy.
I don't want to get off topic because
Yeah,
I could
Joe, listen, this is our podcast. Whatever. I don't care. Go
well,
ahead.
there was another time when I fell asleep where I was in like a meeting at work. and listen, the CIO, this guy that I totally couldn't stand, of course.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Are we talking about your job right now?
No, this was
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Jesus.
No, not the. This
my boss,
so,
what
but
a douchebag. I hate that guy.
no,
I gotta see
but like.
I got a meeting with him tomorrow.
So he wakes me up, right? And he says,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
He says,
hold on. Our fan needs the stage set for them. Okay. So not location, like where were you? But you're in an office somewhere?
Yes, I'm in a conference room.
You're in a conference room. So
I'm
a
with-
big table.
Yeah, with like 7 other people.
Okay. Were you there first?
I was there with a bunch of people.
Like
it was
you
a
walked in with a group of like 4 people?
group with like 7 people.
Okay, so all 7 of you sit down at this board table?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're having an active discussion.
like your computers are
yeah.
up?
And this is a story.
Man.
This is a story I remember.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's-
just
So
you have no idea how happy I am right now to hear it.
So-
This is an exclusive, Unqualified Uprising exclusive.
yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube. Smash that like button. There. I
Yeah,
sound like
so-
the rest of them douchebags.
So they had
Yeah, I burped on the microphone.
so they had they had this meeting and they were talking about the map. The room was not.
Wait. Hey, they were talking about the what?
They were talking about a map of
Map?
Yeah,
Like
of
a map? Like a
of
fucking
a
like
computer network.
Okay.
And they were
Like a schematic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were talking about the servers and everything. And
Okay.
I was in the room
Yes.
And-
Sitting at a table?
at a table. I'm not mentioning anybody's name.
I don't care about that, but that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, don't mention anybody's.
So
Yeah, so Steve was talking. And
either way, I fell asleep.
Okay.
While this was, and it was a very active discussion. It wasn't. This is when I knew that I needed help with my sleep apnea, and that I needed to actually get tested and checked.
Hold on. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Everything's good at home?
And then
Hey, buddy.
all of a sudden,
Blacked out sleeping.
yep.
No, how about you engage me in some conversation?
Hey, what do you think?
How about you engage me in some lively conversation right now? Spit it out.
Huh?
No, this is a bit. Engage me.
So did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, I did. It was awesome. Keep on going.
Yeah, I saw that Tom Brady guy. Tom Brady threw 4 touchdowns, and it was great. What's going on over there?
Yeah, that was my sleep apnea bit, but You murdered it on me,
Yeah,
so it's okay.
well,
It's
you
okay.
see.
But the thing about it is, I don't know, but after my boss at the time wakes me up.
No, hold on. Okay, so you're having a meeting about the server map,
Yeah.
the mapping of
well,
the servers.
yeah, all the schematics.
the schematics of the server.
Yeah.
And do you have a laptop open in front of you? Look at me, I'm in interviewer mode. You hear me? You hear it shift? You hear it shift?
I did not.
Hold on, I'm ready.
I did not have a computer in front of me.
Okay, so you're sitting in a nice comfy chair. It's a boardroom.
Yeah.
You got your hands on the desk and you're sitting there attentive.
Oh yeah, until I fell asleep.
What's the next thing you remember?
The next thing I remember was the guy saying to me, you were sleeping or something like that.
Was everybody gone?
No, everyone was still there.
Wait,
And I woke up.
like, was your head on the table?
My head wasn't on the table. It was like down like this. But he says you were sleeping.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I did, but I said something to him, but I kind of yelled at him.
Oh my God!
You know what I mean?
That is the
but
last
like
thing I expected him to say.
You talk about embarrassing. It wasn't only that I was embarrassed, that I also, like I said, I yelled at him. And then after we finished up the meeting, there was my coworker that we went back to his office, and he says to me, he says, "Wow," he says, "I didn't know that you were that temperamental." I said, what happened was I got surprised.
You got surprised
because he woke me up, and I
What are you,
wasn't
a fucking muskrat? You got surprised?
I don't know, but either way, I did apologize to him.
Okay, we got to. Whoa, I was chomping at the bit for like the last minute. Okay, so you're in dreamland. You are in little JoJo's dreamland. You're floating around on a cloud made out of pixie dust and Tootsie Rolls. You are loving life. Everything is great. And then some fucking troll comes approaching and fucking pokes you with a stick and says, "Wake up." And the next thing you know,
I don't know why I got angry,
Crane
but
is standing over you going, "Hey, you fucking fell asleep. What's your problem?"
Yes, pretty much. That's what is it.
Okay.
And of course, the guy that woke me up didn't really like me to begin with. So
Okay, okay, wait a minute. You're a difficult interview, okay? I got to formulate my questions correctly to get everything out of you. So our listener really wants to know, you yelled at them. You yelled at him. We can say it's a him. You yelled at him.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, but you just didn't get up and go, "Ah!"
No, I didn't.
You said, "Fuck you"?
No, I did not. I said to him something like, "Hey, I wasn't sleeping," or something like that.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, that's probably 100% exactly what you said.
That-
'Cause
yeah.
you remember everything you do.
Yeah.
And
well,
you're just,
I don't know. Some stuff I really haven't that you brought up, but either way, I'll go along with it.
I bring up a
But that
solitary
but isn't
letter,
it,
and you know.
But isn't it funny how that story, the story about me falling asleep,
Yes.
and the story about the movie
Yes.
happened at the same time, but I remember the story about falling asleep, but not really the story about the movie.
I can't believe you fell asleep in that movie. You were sitting right in front of me, and your big old globe of a head was blocking my view. I had to scooch up in my chair. And I know I sound like a big baby, but you gotta understand, they might as well have had a fucking jet engine going in that goddamn theater. The shit was so loud, it was shaking my head.
Now, just think I was driving a car during that.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? I don't remember falling asleep, but that's scary when you think about it, right?
Oh, man. The sounds you make me make. Oh, my God. I make sounds I don't even know.
But I'm glad that I got that situation straightened out.
Yes, you got that situation straightened out?
Yeah.
You're all good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Sure?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you remember falling asleep any other Yeah.
Well, wasn't there another movie I fell asleep during, or you said I was going to fall asleep? I looked like I was going to fall asleep. You
A
said
couple of movies I thought you were dead. Like 2 or 3 of them, I thought you were absolutely in the other fucking world. You were conked out. It wasn't, but the Force
Sorry
Awakens,
about that.
Joe, there's no reason to apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for you. You paid for your fucking self. I don't care. But I mean, it's just funny to turn my head. And back then, you were a mountain of a man. Like right now, you're just a berm of a man. Like you're a dike. You're a dam. Like back then, you were a fucking mountain. Like you were monstrous. I remember Adam took a picture next to Dave and Buster's, and the Dave and Buster's sign just said "eat," and there was you sitting there.
Sitting in a chair.
Yeah, and you looked like a supervillain. You looked like some kind of crazy supervillain. But anyways, you fell asleep in King Kong. Do you remember that? You had 3D glasses on. You fell asleep in King Kong.
I don't remember that.
You fell asleep in King Kong.
Oh, okay.
You fell asleep when what the hell happened? I was looking at you when Samuel L. Jackson was about to die. You fell asleep.
Yeah, the movie was just me and you watching it, right?
No, it was me, you, and
okay, so that's a different
Adam
one.
and
All
other
right.
people.
Okay.
You fell asleep. I don't think you fell asleep during. You didn't fall asleep during Endgame, but you ran across the street in Schenectady and your pants fell down.
Infinity War.
Infinity War, and your pants fell down. Do you remember that? You were running across the street and you were running across the street.
Did they
for
fall
some
all the way
reason.
down?
No, but
They were falling.
they were falling, and you were, instead of stopping and pulling them up, you were continuing to run and pull them up.
Oh.
And Ashley and Zach were in front of you, and they almost fell down because they were laughing so hard. And I came up to yell at you to get you out of the road.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember this?
No.
do you remember when we found you at Villa Italia
Yeah.
Cookies.
eating cookies?
Yeah, that was.
What other movies did he fall asleep in?
Well, he was missing in action.
It's
for
funny
most
that
of-
we're having this podcast and we're not actually talking about anything we were going
We
to
can
was
talk
mi-
about anything.
He was missing in action during most of Solo.
Oh, Solo. That's another one. Solo. I remember that. You got up and you were gone for 45 minutes. I didn't know where you went. I thought you went to see another movie.
Oh, I don't remember.
By the time he came back, the movie was like almost over.
Yeah.
with.
By the time you came back, he already had the Millennium Falcon in his name. You left like in the
Yeah.
the opening crawl, and you came back. Ugh. 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 You are an interesting date. You really are. You
Well,
are.
we're gonna find out. We're gonna start going to see movies and stuff. I gotta stay awake.
I don't want to go see movies. I
Okay.
hate going to see movies now. It's terrifying. Everything sucks. Everything's shitty now. You got to wait for like months and months on end to go see a good movie. I was hoping The Expendables 4 was going to be good. That was trash. Everything's either different than what it was. If it was a girl before, it's now a guy. If it was a guy, now it's a girl. Everything's woke. And before we got on your tirade about your movie seeing habits, we were talking about wokeness. It's infecting everything. It's politics is a big part of this podcast and a big part of this country right now. It's totally taking over the zeitgeist of this country. You really think about it, everything is coming down to politics, and people are on one side or people are on the other. Culture's a little different. What you think inside your brain, no one can stop you from thinking that. No one can stop your free speech within your own head. If you know what I'm saying, you're allowed to have whatever ideas and whatever thoughts you have. If they're bad, hopefully you don't act on them. But you're allowed to like Trump. You're allowed to not like Trump. You're allowed to not like Kamala. You're allowed to be Kamala's number one. You're allowed to do whatever you want in this country. I don't like getting forced to do things. I don't need characters that were male before switched to female.
Yeah.
I don't need female characters being switched to male characters, although that rarely ever happens. I don't need characters that were white or Hispanic or Eastern European or any other culture but black be changed to a black character. It has nothing to do with black people. It has to do with the video game company or the movie company or the TV production company trying to pander to people. It is the lowest form of insult. Pride Month is a fucking insult. Those people should have Pride 12 months a year.
They don't, yeah, and
It's
the gays,
fucking
most of the
ridiculous.
gays don't like Pride
It's
Month
fucking
anyway.
ridiculous. And probably 99% of this country agrees with me. Gay, straight, trans, blue, green, I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. As long as you're not doing bad shit to kids and you're not doing... I don't even really care if you do bad shit to yourself. You shouldn't. But whatever. Do what you want. Mind your own fucking business. Stop pushing agendas on people. The last thing anybody wants to do is do something because they're being made to. You can say I'm a prophet, you can say I'm charismatic, but I'm just a normal person that doesn't like getting told what to do by anybody, especially if you're not fucking paying me. We all have a boss.
Yeah.
We all have someone that fucking pays us. We have to be nice to certain people. But as far as I'm concerned, you can tell the rest of the world to fuck off and go live your own life. But stop telling me what to do. This ain't about Trump. This ain't about Ray fucking Palpatine. This isn't about Optimus Prime is now a trans lesbian. It's not about Sector and fucking Cyrax from Mortal Kombat 1 being fucking cheap girl Iron Mans now. It's fucking stupid. All that shit is pandering to people. You just race swap characters. You do it in everything. It's pathetic and stupid. It's ridiculous. Now there's going to be a black samurai running around feudal Japan beating up Japanese people. And let me tell you, a game that's all about stealth, Assassin's Creed, how the hell are you going to find a 6'4" black dude in feudal Japan? It's going to be hard since there's, 0 of them except for this fucking dude. Yeah. But Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed today because they're going to try to fix it. They're going to try. It's not going to work.
No.
There have been Japanese scholars that have broken out fucking scrolls that says Asuke or Asake, whatever his name is. This dude was not a samurai. He was the emperor's pal. He palled around with the emperor. The emperor got, he wasn't the emperor's jester, but he wasn't a samurai. He wasn't a soldier. I think he was a sword bearer. He was allowed to carry a sword. He wasn't a fucking samurai. This game that's coming out, it was supposed to come out next week. Now it's coming out next year. Parades that guy around as a samurai. That's disrespectful to the whole fucking country of Japan because they're a very proud nation. And anyone that's Japanese or knows Japanese people knows what I'm talking about. So you're basically spitting in the face of every Japanese person or any kind of samurai anybody that has samurai heritage over there. And you're pushing an agenda that you might as well say that George Washington freed the slaves and Abraham Lincoln started World War II. You're making up shit.
Yeah.
You're making up nonsense. And people that are dumb or people that just don't know any better will be like, oh yeah, this guy was a samurai, and then they teach their kids. Oh yeah, this guy was a samurai, and then they teach their kids. You're rewriting history with you're rewriting history with an unhonest you're lying.
Yes.
You're rewriting history with lies, and it's really starting to bother me. It's really starting to bother me. I'm sorry we had to divulge into the Joe story, but that's always a classic. The Joe at the movies is always classic, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it in the NFL and racism and hate. Stop hate. This, that. This matters. That matters. They got it in the end zone. No offense. Get into the end zone. I don't care what's written in the end zone. I want to see people score. I don't give a shit. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. These people, first of all, these people that want this shit, the blue-haired fucking weirdos that want kids told about fucking sexuality and weird, creepy shit, they don't spend money. They don't buy these fucking games. They don't fucking see these movies. It's evident. Indiana Jones bombed. All these fucking pride movies and all these fucking woke movies, they bomb. They don't. Nobody wants this shit.
The problem is, politics is downstream of culture. So if you don't fix the cultural stuff, it makes it harder to fix the political stuff.
I think it's reverse. I think politics takes a lot of fucking. I think they take their cues from what's going on in pop culture, because if it was
that's what I mean.
Culture is down from culture. Politics is downstream from culture. I believe is what you wanted to say.
If you have the culture, and
yes,
if you don't fix the culture, you're not going to fix the politics really. And getting one person elected president isn't going to fix that the culture either. The culture has to be fixed itself by the people that are, the school administrators and stuff like that, and the parents. And
I think you nailed it on the head right there. I think it's a lot to the parents, but I think it's a lot for the media companies. And think about this. Before Mr. Musk owned Twitter, they threw Trump and Alex Jones off that shit. The fucking Taliban. Do I need to repeat that again? The Taliban was allowed to keep their Facebook page, but Donald Trump couldn't.
It was Twitter.
Whatever. Fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
Whatever. All of them. That's horse shit.
It is.
That's horse shit.
Yeah.
I don't care what your political beliefs are. Unless you're a member of the fucking Taliban, you're probably going to say that Trump should have his Twitter before the Taliban should.
Definitely.
So I don't hold those people's opinion in any regard. You know that handsome little man they got on MSNBC? That handsome man.
Yeah.
The short boy?
Yeah, the short
boy.
Yeah.
Ricky Maddow?
Ricky Maddow. You know Ricky Maddow?
Yeah, I know who he is.
She can just get up there and lie and say this is great and this is bad. And morons out there believe her. Morons will go out and purchase whatever, stupid book she's hawking or stupid activist fucking documentary she's hawking. People believe this shit. And it's propaganda. They're no better than the fucking KGB, except they're trying to say that they're not. I have a huge problem with what's going on. It's infecting everything. Our almost our everyday lives are infected by this nonsense. Bud Light, go look at Bud Light in the fucking in the store. It's always full. There's always Bud Light there because ain't nobody buying that shit.
Yeah.
And these people aren't going to learn until they bankrupt them. And listen, The Force Awakens was a retread of A New Hope with different people. Okay, once the nostalgia wore off, Force Awakens was probably a B- movie, C+ maybe. If it didn't have Star Wars attached to it, it would be a D- movie at the best. It had great special effects. As soon as they hit The Last Jedi, they start with this character's gay and there's going to be a kiss and this guy's dating this guy, and it just turned into a stupid fiasco. And by the time you get to The Force Awakens, now we're going to have our first lesbian Star Wars kiss because, that matters a lot. It's fucking ridiculous. They're pushing too hard. It's too much.
Yeah.
I don't want them to reel it in. I want it to go away. It's scaring people now.
It is.
Because they're starting to talk like Hillary Clinton either yesterday or the day before said again, we need re-education camps. We need people that, we think are, using the Russians to obtain, secret information. They should be put in the camps. They need to be dealt with. They need to be prosecuted. They need to be held accountable. Bitch, that's you. That's you.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing that.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, there somewhere is probably some little girl that looks up to her.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Yeah, there's probably more than just one, too.
I know.
Yeah, it sucks, though.
Think about. Go ahead.
It's the mega extremists that need to be re-educated or
Did you see Hillary was on talking about reprogramming us?
What?
She was
I think we're talking about the same interview.
Yeah, she was talking
reprogramming us.
Reprogramming.
Re-education, just like...
Go ahead and explain it to me, because this all pertains to woke. This is going to be the woke episode. Unqualified uprising versus woke. Because I'm tired of it. This is nonsense. This is nonsense.
Yeah, well, she was talking about getting people counseling that are in the MAGA movement to try to switch their views to a more liberal, and it's like I'm thinking it was like crazy to try to do that.
It's not only that, they want to arrest people for...
Yeah.
Arrest? Arrest? What?
Yeah.
Wait. They want to arrest people
for what?
For making threats.
Making threats like what?
Not only that, just... anything MAGA related. You could go online and say something.
MAGA.
Yeah.
Extreme.
That's why if you ever have the FBI come to your house, you have to not answer any questions without an attorney.
Okay.
You just got to say, look, you got to talk to my...
We're here from the government. We're from the government. We're here to help you.
Some scariest words in the scariest words in the English language.
Stuff.
I think Ronald Reagan said that.
Yeah.
But okay, there's something I need to unpack from that last statement. Ain't nobody taking no legal advice from you. If the FBI knocks on your door, you do whatever you want. Okay, good luck.
You shake their hands and I go with them willingly.
No, listen. If the actual FBI came knocking on my door, I would fucking usher them in and offer them something to drink and have them sit at the table. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think that's what you're supposed to do when any law enforcement or government official comes like that. You're supposed to invite them in and offer them a drink.
Okay.
No, you let your dogs handle them.
Well, my dogs would just bark at them, and hopefully they wouldn't shoot them. But listen, if people are going to start being arrested for busting balls, I'm going to be sent to the chair, bro. I got no chance, because goofing off and goofing around, we goof around, us four guys, but I don't just goof around with you four guys. I goof around with everybody. Like, we like to joke. I don't know. I consider myself a funny guy. Joe, you're funny. Adam, you're funny as well. I'm going to put you more as dry. Adam, your sense of humor is more dry and witty. I try to be witty, but I'm also really loud.
I found the thing. Hillary. Yeah.
Hillary.
That
Hillary
some Americans
Rodham Clinton,
who share political misinformation, should be criminally charged.
Political misinformation, but she's the main purveyor of political misinformation.
Yeah, but it's rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah, remember the spy campaign that they ended up saying it was a hoax?
Which one?
The one where she said... Yeah, in 2016 when she said there was Russian collusion and
Trump with Russia?
Yeah.
Trump Russia.
Yeah, it was a
Russia.
They made this PP tape that was totally fake
PP tape
with the Russian hookers. Yes. It was a joke.
What was a joke?
It was just fake. It was just.
I'm sure there's P tapes out there, but yeah, that one was. So supposedly Trump paid hookers to pee on the bed that Obama slept in or some shit.
That's news to me.
You never heard that?
No, it's not.
Really?
Really?
You never heard of the Steele dossier?
That's
the Steele dossier.
That's where it came from. It was just totally made up. And then the FBI goes and they say, well, it was a hoax. It was made up.
Yeah.
And then the media, CNN, they put out this thing, this little tiny correction.
Like on the Chiron.
Yeah, on like the 15th page of the website.
Yeah. They said, psst.
This is fake.
Trump's not guilty. It's fake. We made it all up. And they said it at like 4 a.m. where only alcoholics and fucking pedophiles are watching the television.
That's true.
Yeah. Jesus. That is so fucked up.
There
so
are
sick
people
of it.
I know that believe it still.
Who?
They still think people I know that I talk to and
And what
stuff.
do you tell them?
I tell them that it was a proven hoax by the FBI. You just got to look it up.
And what do they say? No, you liar!
They said no. They said I still believe it.
Do you like pull out your cell phone and
No,
stick
I
it
don't
in their
care.
face?
I don't care that much. If
You
they
just
want
let them talk?
Yeah, if they want to believe it, they could believe it. I'm not going to convince anybody of anything that they want to believe. Like it's like an orange, the orange is orange. If they believe it's blue, you're not going to convince them it's orange.
What?
I
love that. That's a great analogy.
Yeah,
love that.
it's just not going to.
What about Gary Busey's crazy brother?
Jake Busey?
No, the one that tried to execute. 45.
Oh yeah, the crazy guy. Yeah, he was a Ukrainian revolutionary
Sympathizer.
fucking wannabe. Yeah, another dork.
They arrested him in Florida, so if they decide to do nothing, DeSantis is already looking into him.
I like how all the celebrities see. This all ties into this nonsense, and this is going to segue into another thing I want to yell about because it's stupid. Listen, I'm not a celebrity. I'm a celebrity in my own mind. So are you, Joe. Adam, you're more behind the scenes guy. Tom,
You're there.
You're there, Tom. Good job. All these celebrities came out in support of Ukraine. As a matter of fact, I think a majority of the world came out in support of Ukraine when this initially started. What the fuck do I don't give a shit if a celebrity wants Ukraine to be safe. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Because as soon as these people had to start paying for it, you don't see anything about that shit no more.
No.
It's no. You don't see no celebrities coming out and screaming about it because now it's going after their capital gains and it's going after their bank accounts because it's an unwinnable war. Ukraine is it's like I don't even know how to describe it. A fucking hummingbird fighting a polar bear. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Yeah,
No.
the polar bear, the hummingbird might poke the polar bear's eye out, but the polar bear is still going to rip it apart and eat it and be done with it and just go away. The president of Ukraine was in like Pennsylvania the other day, fucking looking at weapons being manufactured in America to be sent to Ukraine. I don't hear anybody. I don't hear Gal Gadot screaming about that. I don't hear anybody fucking screaming about that. I don't hear anybody yelling, yeah, let's go Ukraine. It's a very unpopular war right now, and it's because the tone has shifted. People are starting to get fed up again. And it's mainly because of all this woke nonsense. Well, if we can't do this and we can't have this and nobody's got any money and everybody's poor, why are we sending money to these people? It's actually a detriment to Ukraine. All this woke nonsense has turned people against them. People don't want us in Ukraine anymore.
No.
A majority of this country, if they're by themselves and you can get a microphone in front of them, will tell you, I don't support that nonsense. It's an unwinnable war. You might as well go fight the fucking ocean. It's not going to be won. And go ahead.
What makes you think that they're making money off this war? Do you really think that Zelensky wants this war to end? He's got millions of dollars invested in it. I'm just sure he's got offshore accounts and other bullshit, and it's just gonna keep. Someone comes in the office in January. If it's either Trump or Trump, he already says he's gonna quote unquote make it end by however that's supposed to mean, and Kamala Harris is just gonna keep going, giving money over there.
Okay.
And why does the American taxpayer have to keep paying money for it? While other nations that are, in the same continental region as the conflict that's going on. Why aren't they putting up any money? Why aren't they helping out their fellow country?
Very well spoken. Very, very well articulated. I appreciate that. You are exactly right. And you are the issue with the Democratic Party. And so am I. We are disillusioned Democrats. When I joined the Democratic Party, it was about, no war, marry who you want to marry, and we'll leave everybody alone, and that's fine. And all of a sudden, the Democratic Party are a bunch of fucking fascists. Everybody can have sex changes. Sex change all around. You want sex? You get a sex change, and you get a sex change, and you get a sex change. It's out of fucking control. And you really hit the nail on the head with that Zelensky shit, because he does not want this war to end. If this war ends,
Money train's over with.
money train is over with. The money coming through the channel ain't coming anymore. It's over. And I want to say that that's a good thing, and Trump had the perfect answer, no matter if you love him or hate him. I want people to stop dying. That's what he said about the war. Trump, what would you do about the war? Blah, 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 blah. I want people to stop dying. I don't want anybody in Russia to die. There's probably dudes in Russia just sitting around just like us doing the same fucking bullshit, trying to get a podcast off the ground. Vasily and Oleg and Olaf are sitting in the fucking basement somewhere, and they're screaming into their microphones because they're upset as well.
They don't have an option. They get a knock
they don't
on
have
the-
an option.
They get a knock on the door. You're of age. They hand you your gun and go, come with us. You're fighting for your country.
And listen, I would interview him if somebody could get me to him or bring him to me. I don't know if you saw the Putin interview with Tucker Carlson. Did you see that interview?
I saw highlights of it, not the entire thing.
Okay, Putin was a boring interview because he did a whole history of Russia. But he talked about the old shit before the Bolsheviks took over, and I guess a majority of that space, that land, belonged to the Russian fucking whatever it was called back then. I don't know if it was the USSR, whatever it was, Prussia. I don't fucking know. Whatever it was. When the USSR crumbled in the 80s or whatever, whenever the wall came down, Gorbachev, take down this wall. Whenever that shit dissolved, Ukraine was a part of the USSR. And I believe they declared independence from the USSR and Russia, and that's how we got Ukraine. So I guess you would say Russia has like a historic claim to Ukraine, but I'm this is going to sound incredibly stupid, and I'm not trying to sound stupid, but I think if we got somebody at least somewhat sensible and somewhat articulate to sit down and either speak Russian to the guy or speak. Can you stop itching your crotch for a second? Thank you. Jesus, I'm looking at you. I'm trying to have a delicate conversation. You're itching your nuts in front
I
of
don't
me.
know
God
what you're
damn it.
talking about.
What do you mean you don't know what what do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about?
What was-
I'm looking right at you.
What did you think?
No. Stop deflecting. I'm talking to you. He didn't say anything. He's laughing.
Oh.
Sit there for a second and don't touch yourself.
I wasn't itching my crotch.
Yeah, you were.
Yes,
I watched
you were.
you.
I've seen it.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye when he called you out on it.
Oh.
You were stopped
I'm
scratching.
looking directly at you.
Oh, okay.
You are the only thing in my field of vision.
Yeah, I don't
Tom,
know.
why didn't you
Okay.
say something to stop him?
Yeah,
Come
Tom,
on.
interject. Crickets over there. Okay, so I'm going to continue. But
Yeah.
okay, refrain from scratching yourself. Okay.
All right.
I think if somebody got in front of Putin and could actually talk, do you hear his phone going off too?
I do.
I love it. I love everything about you. You are my favorite person in the world right now.
Okay, good.
Why don't you just get a giant hat with fireworks going off and like a fucking propeller? Why don't you make boat noises while I'm talking? Anything. You got anything else?
You were supposed to talk to Adam this
I
whole
was
show.
talking to you. I'm talking to you. Okay. If somebody with a brain in the government could get in front of Putin and just fucking talk to him. Not Zelensky, not anybody from Ukraine, and not anybody. They don't have to be Russian. I would prefer if they could speak Russian or at least understand it a lot. But I think a lot of these issues could be handled with conversations.
Yeah, Donald Trump does too, because he's done it before. He was like the king of diplomacy when he was in office. He would do it all the time with Russia, with Ukraine, with Abdul.
Or North Korea.
And you know what's funny?
Weren't.
There's one. You know why? You want to know what's funny about that? There's one thing Donald Trump is not. That's woke.
Yeah,
He's about the furthest from woke you can get.
definitely.
Like if woke is New York City, he's fucking China. He's Mars. He's as far away from woke as you could possibly be.
That's true.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have any? Go ahead.
No, I agree. I think
you were looking at me. I didn't know. What
I think Donald Trump is as far from woke, and I think he's really good at getting countries to agree to be peaceful and staying out of wars.
I think a citizen could do it. I don't even think it has to be somebody from government. You want to hear some crazy talk? I think I could do it. And I've had these. You want to hear about a crazy dream? You want me to tell you my crazy dream?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my crazy dream. Oh, you shut the mic off? Yes. Yeah. Okay. You're not gonna interject. What time is it?
8:16.
Okay. I'm gonna tell this crazy story, and then we'll be done with this, and you'll be on the loose. Joe's getting his wisdom teeth out when?
Friday.
So we're not sure if you're gonna partake on Saturday. You said you might.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might do it.
You might do it. Okay. So, are no. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna sit here.
I'm listening.
Are you all set over there? Yeah. Do you need to do anything?
No.
Okay. You can keep your mic on. You can turn is your mic on? You can turn your mic on. Okay. As dumb as it sounds, I have this fantasy in my mind because you two know and our listener knows and our many, many, many fan out there, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Like us on Rumble and YouTube at Unqualified Uprising. I have this wild fantasy that somehow the government could get me in a cargo plane, in like a Tom cargo plane that they use to ship Tom over to Iran
And his family.
And they fly me to foreign countries to fucking make peace. 'Cause I can literally talk to anybody about anything at any time, anywhere. I think both of you know this. Our fan and our listener might not know to the extent, but I'm telling you, put me anywhere. Put me in Somalia with the pirates, and I will be talking to them about shoes. Put me anywhere. I can somehow make friends without money or drugs or creepy favors. I can somehow mitigate conversations very, very, very well. I don't know how I do it.
You are good at that. You are good at making conversation. You're better
out
at
of nothing.
That. Yeah.
Out of nothing to anybody about anything.
Exactly.
I've met famous people that way. I've met fucking senators and shit that way just by shooting the shit with them. I've gotten jobs that way just by talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Just by shooting the shit with someone that, I guess, instead of being quiet. I am one of those, I guess I'm a douchebag because if I'm in an empty room and somebody else comes in them, I'm naturally going to engage. I'm a very extrovert, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Extroverted person. But my fantasy, and I've had dreams, but I've also thought about it. I wish they could fly me over to North Korea and I could talk to that fucking dude. Just let me talk to him for like 3 hours. Give me an interpreter. Just have me sit down with him for a little bit. dude, do you want to live like this? You really want to be known as the hermit fucking country, the hermit fucking kingdom? That's what you want to do? You know, wow, dude, check this out. It's Xbox. Check this out, man. This PlayStation 5. Like, come on. Let's go. You know, don't you want to watch some fucking movies? Don't you want to play some fucking DVD? Don't you want a Blu-ray player, bro? Like, come on. Putin and people like that, they definitely do not respect blue-haired fucking weirdos over there getting sex changes in the military.
Yeah.
The Chinese could give a shit about that. These are countries that shoot people for nothing. I don't think America understands. These people can make products so cheap that we buy every day because someone has a gun to the back of their head. This is truly a battle. This is the war on wokeness. An unqualified uprising is going to be on the front lines fighting it. I'm done. I'm tired of it. I'm done. It's over. No more wokeness. If the character's black, leave them black. If the character's white, leave them white. If the character's a girl, keep them a girl. If the character's a trans fucking lesbian, bisexual fucking unicorn, leave them that too.
See, I'll chime in on that.
You chime in.
Well, let's see.
Lesbian unicorns really got you going?
Yeah, I did. Like, I don't mind. I don't care if you want to include everyone and make a specific character, make a new character on that. Why do you have to change something that already existed in lore and everything else before that?
That's the gripe. That is the gripe. That is the problem. I don't care. I don't care if you make a Star Wars character that has one leg that's a giant dildo and their name is Gay Hermaphrodite. That's their fucking name. If the character's written well, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. I guess these people must have not seen the original Star Wars movies in 77. Lando Calrissian is fucking black. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's terrifying.
Well, he was written to betray his friend, so.
Listen to you.
Joking, of course.
Say something. I'm taking a drink.
Well, I mean, they make.
Great segue.
Well, look at what happened in basketball with Brittany Griner.
Everything is great right now. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You can answer it. Go ahead and answer it.
Hello.
Live call from Tom.
Yeah. Is it Tom? Oh, is it your mom?
Is it your dad? Is it your brother?
Did you hang up on Samantha?
I didn't.
Oh, Jesus
Does
Christ.
she realize you're live on a podcast?
Yeah, can I call you back in a few minutes?
Hi, Joe's sister.
All right.
I'm at a loss. I'm absolutely at a loss for words. What do you mean okay? What do you mean okay?
I just said that you caught me at a bad time because she asked me. So
What'd she want?
I don't know. She's gonna.
What if you're in the bathroom?
What if where what was she doing?
I don't know.
You should have found out.
You should have found out.
I have no idea. You're lucky it wasn't my brand new girlfriend that called me.
Oh, that is an unqualified uprising. That's an exclusive. That's an exclusive.
Because if she would have called me, I would have left, and he would have been like, "Where is he?"
Listen to this nonsense.
What do you mean left? Just
Listen,
got
I
in your
would have
car.
walked away from you people.
I would have heard. I would have heard your whole conversation. You talk pretty loud.
You people. What are you trying to say, you people?
What do you mean,
They
you
don't even know
people?
what
You
we're doing.
podcaster people.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, he said you people to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I don't
he's
like
afraid that
that.
we're going to rip on him.
No.
I don't know why.
What's up?
Uh,
Sorry we interrupted.
No,
this.
no,
Are we putting this? I'm just curious. Are we putting this on?
You don't need to worry about
that.
On where? What?
That's cool stuff.
We're
That
going.
you're gonna put it on YouTube.
We're putting
Oh,
on.
yeah.
We're putting on.
Sweet.
No, first of all.
We're putting on Facebook.
First of all, this shit is on YouTube.
Nice.
You're playing dumb right now. 'Cause
Rumble
you know that.
too. Rumble too.
It's all on Rumble.
and
You're playing.
and
You're
Facebook.
playing dumb. You're doing something
This
right
is
now.
freaking hilarious. How
No.
long is this? What is we've been talking for like
See,
2
he's getting
hours?
sticky. He's on his
Yeah.
spot because he knows I'm gonna blow him up for his phone shit. I'm gonna
Yeah.
blow him
I
up.
feel like we've been on.
I'm gonna hit him soon too. I'm gonna get it. You can hear him.
don't
He's
need-
deflecting. You
You
hear
don't
him?
need to worry about how long.
Now he's looking at you. He's looking at you because he knows it's coming.
knows-
You
Yeah.
already
He
did
knows it's
anyway.
coming. What do you mean I did? I didn't do anything to you.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
I haven't fired yet. I'm about to.
Yeah.
You.
What?
Is going on over there? So I start telling you I'm telling you my deep dark secrets that I think I could be like a UN problem solver.
And your phone goes off.
And your phone, I hear your no. First it was the fucking crotch itching. That was off putting to say the goddamn least. But that's the first time I met you, right? When we all worked at Lowe's, the lumber doors were going up, and all I saw were 2 legs and a hand scratching a crotch, and that was you. That was the first experience with fucking Joe.
Wow. Okay.
But anyways, and then so I call him out for that nonsense, and then I hear he's talking to me, and we're talking to each other. I hear bring,
Yep.
bring.
Ting.
Yeah, I keep hearing the phone. So I ask him, hey, your phone, and then I see him. He has the phone in his hand, and he tells us that he's turning the phone off.
Yeah, then
or
the phone
he's
starts
silencing it.
ringing.
And then 2 seconds later, the fucking phone rings, and it's some horrible country song. What is with you? You're a walking distraction. Good
Now I
Lord.
can't tell how he's gonna start world peace because your phone went off.
Yeah, now I can't do world peace because you interrupted
You
my
can.
stupid
We'll make the
diatribe.
podcast the
We'll
next
make it a
hour.
world peace podcast.
Now it's World War IV, and we're all fucking in a nuclear holocaust.
No, you know it's getting real bad because they skipped World War 3, 4, and 5, and
It goes to
6.
6.
No, right to 7.
7?
Yeah, I'm going
DEF
over.
CON
I'm going
7?
over Peter Griffin saying 7.
What's going on over there?
I love everything. I'm. This podcast is.
I'm just
is
very
almost
happy
over,
that we've-
But everything that you're doing over there is just. It's fucking fascinating. You look like on 2001 Odysseys where the fucking monkeys learn how to use tools. I'm looking at you over there.
I gotta tell you.
You look like you discovered fire.
I think it's very funny
What?
how this war,
Okay.
this war has not. I mean, it's just been going on for years. Joe Biden, when he became president of the United States.
He needs to listen. Hold on, Joe Biden when he becomes president of the United States. Remember that because I'm going to cut him off right here.
Yeah.
Do you see how expertly he's just segued into something completely different? Completely no. Deflecting is when he blames somebody else for the shit he's doing. No, he just transitioned. He's so far past what we're getting. He's segueing into war. And which war? Blah 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 blah. Okay, if Joe Biden gets elected president,
if he gets elected president, what he's gonna do?
He is president already.
he is president.
I know, but
Was he going to get elected again?
Yeah, well, what
that
What
gonna
is
happen?
going on?
But what?
Am I in a different fucking universe
You're
right
in a-
now?
you're in a
Am I in a
metaverse.
metaverse?
Yeah.
Either way, I heard it's supposed to be like Obama term 2. So what's going to happen is they're going to
What is
get
going
into
on?
the schools and
I'm
have
going to
all
cut you off
kinds of
right there.
wokeness.
I'm going to cut you.
I am
He
very
dropped.
confused.
He dropped out of the election, and Kamala Harris is the nominee. How is Joe Biden going to be president
Kamala
again?
Harris and Joe Biden. You don't realize this? Kamala Harris is working for Obama, and so is Joe Biden. It's the same president. It's the same administration. You don't know that?
You got John, his favorite,
And then George
his favorite guy.
Soros is running all of it. So
Joe Obama.
You got George
Joe
Soros
Obama.
is
Joe
the
Obama.
president.
George
George
Soros.
Soros.
He's not
George
the president.
Soros is the president. Barack Obama is the number 2. And
you're
then
saying-
the
you're
number
saying
3
if
and the
that-
number 4
And
is.
this,
so
and this,
far.
and this reality is there.
That's
some,
why you have all
You're
this
just-
wokeness.
you
Obama
are-
was the king of
You are
woke.
just saying words. You are not
Word
making,
salad
you're just
Joe.
making words.
Well, I'm done now. So
Oh,
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
I
I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah, oh,
I'm not
man.
done with you yet.
Well,
Is there another civil war going on with this hypothetical situation you got going on?
Yeah, I don't think so. No,
well,
So everyone's supposed to just shut up and take it?
pretty much. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's what everyone's gonna do. I mean, people don't revolt.
no, people are
They
no.
just deal with it.
People don't revolt, then how did the Revolutionary War start?
That was when people had balls.
He's right.
Well, there
He's
were
right. He's
people
right.
do have balls. Now they're just lying in
Now they're
jars
just
after they got
scratching them
cut
in
off.
front. No, now they're just scratching them in front of me. That's what people
About
have
5
balls.
feet away.
Yeah, 5 feet away, people scratching their balls. Oh man, this has been a wild episode. This is also a birthday episode. We were gonna do birthday. Yeah, if that fucking phone goes off, I'm gonna go insane. I'm more insane than I already am. You.
We're in a
I'm
metaverse.
talking to you.
What?
You. What do you mean? What?
Adam hasn't spoken the whole time.
Oh my God,
Bullshit.
I love him. I love him so much. I
We're-
fucking love
just
him.
saying.
I love him. He's the greatest.
What do you mean I'm not saying
He
anything?
is the greatest human being I've ever met in my life. Oh
Yeah,
my lord.
what?
Oh my lord. I love him so much. You have no idea.
Are we ready to conclude this?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Is your mic on?
No, it's not.
We'll turn your mic on.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're yelling at us.
I'm just saying, I
I
got to
know.
get up
All right.
early
I know.
in the morning.
So do
There-
I.
there-
Okay.
Yeah,
I get
so
up
do
at
I.
5 o'clock.
Me too.
Okay.
I get up at 5:30.
Yes.
How long is this episode, Adam?
An hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
Listen,
I feel like we've been talking for
because
like 3
we were gonna
hours.
end it about we were gonna end it about 20 minutes ago, and then you started just fucking
so let's end
unloading
it.
on-
So
okay,
go
Jesus.
home and go to
Oh my
sleep.
lord! Oh my God! Okay, so this has been the woke / fucking the variety show, I
Yeah.
guess you would call it, but no, this has been the first battle of Unqualified Uprisings, War on Woke. Joe, you're the first lieutenant of the War on Woke. So go ahead and say your goodbyes to our many fan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so long for now.
So long for now.
Tom,
Tom?
eloquent as always.
Yep, eloquent as always. You're right. Adam, say your
Fight.
Fight. Thank you for joining in the first battle in the war against wokeness. This has been Unqualified Uprising. I'm your host, Mike. Bye for now.